Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another stream. This is the Count Monte Fisto back with some more Final Fantasy 16. I hope you guys have had a chill Christmas. I still consider it, Christmas. It's the whole weekend, really. Assuming, you guys have off. Hopefully you do. Sometimes that grind can suck. I've certainly been there. But yeah, I have, Eve day, the day after day off, so it's a big weekend. 5-day weekend, there we are. I can do math sometimes. But yeah, we're just chilling. Just saw family, a lot of driving around, watching football. Saw the family, and then last night I wrapped it up playing some Dark Souls 3. Can't ask for more. Although in Dark Souls 3, I'm at the crypt catacomb. Well, no, like beneath the catacomb, right? Izilith? I think that's how it's pronounced. And yeah, that place really sucks. I've discovered that pretty quickly. Hold up, let me see here. Just make sure all my streaming shit is up. I am still on call for work, which sucks because it stops today, but I sent an email to just be like, hey, this dude, is it the next guy on call? That switch over like noon Friday or 6 p.m. Friday or midnight Friday? How long am I on the fucking hook? So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on my phone the entire stream. So the usual warning, which is that the stream can end at any given point and I have no control over it. I hope you guys are doing well. Listen to some Luca Turilli, Kings of the Nordic Twilight, one of my favorite albums ever. Really solid shit. Let's go into Final Fantasy 16 briefly. Here's kind of where the ranking is. I was considering briefly swapping 16 and 1. Because I don't know, every time I start to consider that, then I'm like, no, 1 had some real fucked up issues too. And 16 has some strengths. I mean, you can make that the opposite argument as well. 1 has, just your classic 8-bit JRPG, it hits all the check boxes, typically. Unless you want, a deep story, of course, but, it's 8-bit. But, yeah, 16 kind of overstays its welcome a bit. I don't know. So we'll have to see. But, that is where I'm at with the Final Fantasy series so far. Let's dive into this bitch. I love how I click onto the loading box. I'm clicking onto OBS and then back over to Final Fantasy 16. And we're just like, whoa, it's not responding. Do you want to force close it? I'm like, no, give it a second, dude. I was mentioning that I had upgraded in air quotes from Windows 10 to Windows 11. Yeah, it's just, the security updates, the support. I mean, on a long enough timeline with games updating. I mean, these games aren't going to update them to work on 10 and 11, although the overlap is pretty extreme. But I remember playing Hitman Blood Money years ago and running into all sorts of problems trying to get that running on Windows 7. Then when I finally upgraded to Windows 10, then I'm like, okay, it's working. I mean, maybe this isn't so bad. Yeah, what's good, Collected G? How you doing, bro? How was your Christmas, man? Did you end up working or doing any shit like that? I know it happens. I kind of got lucky this year of having Eve Day and the post-day off. There we are. Oh, and everything is fucked in this world, by the way. So now we have depressing what the Christopher Nolan orchestral sting when we go anywhere. Well, I mean, I guess when we go to these areas that are being besieged, that's kind of where we're at right now. It's where we left off.
Mother.
There's one place being besieged by bandits, another by monsters, another by a cash gift, right?
What exactly happened here?
I guess we're at the
Those skies
Akashic
are what
location.
happened. Not long after
They're
they fell
ODing on
dark,
crystal.
we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more
Lucky
than
2
enough.
ended up having 25th
The
and
rest are
26th
still
off.
down there now.
It's got 3 more
While
sections
we
at the
have
end of
a
the
few
video.
willing fighters
Your
holding
video.
them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
How do you edit so quickly? I'm
think,
genuinely
Clive?
curious.
That we join the fight?
Because when I edit a
thought
video,
you'd
it takes me
never
like a
offer.
month minimum if
Now,
I'm like
where I
really
need you
on
is
it.
the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is
I think I'm
fiercest.
just not putting enough like
Let the men know
time
you come to
into it.
help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Yeah, alright. Yeah,
They were
so
too fast.
Do you think there
God.
are as many as Martha
too many people
says?
talking.
More.
If they ain't clawing at the gates, they're climbing up the cliffs near the lift.
Oh god, Jill is really, really fucking boring.
But unlike
she might be the worst part of the game, and she's not necessarily a terrible part of it. Oh, look at that. I can't load them going through the door. You see that shit? That's neat. It's not that Jill's bad, it's just that she's really, really boring, which maybe might be worse than being bad, because if it's bad, you know, you can, like, at least laugh at it, make fun of it. Let's see, after you're done editing the video, it only takes the work of a single day for me to edit the video. You mean, like, when you're done, like, after you're done, oh, I see what you mean, after you're done editing the audio. That's crazy, that's some fucking quick editing skills, dude. But I think that is usually where I'm at, is audio might take me the longest. I think I should get better at just slapping in random gameplay footage to speed it up. But when I edit audio, I have to cut out all the uhs and and the like that shit. I'm like, yeah, I'll listen to the audio. I'm like, why the fuck is it picked up my breathing so heavily?
Barricades we set up.
I
around
just
the
climbed
tower
up
and
some
hold the Akashic
stairs. I fucking hate it. I mean, the end result is usually pretty good. I like to think my Super Nintendo ranked and reviewed is pretty good. I was actually like hopped in that recently because I was wondering would I rank a certain game, and when I did do that, hopped into it. I mean, I was like, this is actually pretty fucking good. There's a reason it has 4 digits of views.
Clive, wounded.
Which is about to be surpassed by my Final Fantasy XI soundtrack video. My Final Fantasy XI soundtrack video. I made that. I made the soundtrack, bro. Ow, fuck. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Just spam your superpower. You got it.
This one. I've heard Torgal. Torgal! Torgal, kill!
Let's see, I'm gonna have to chunk up your audio recordings by paragraph, probably. See, that's another thing I would probably help me, honestly, is in my head, and I know it's just in my head, it's probably really fucking stupid, but in my head, it's like if I do it all in one audio recording, it'll sound more consistent, but like, it's not like there's that much of a variance of...
This one. Go, Torgal. Get him. This
We're gonna just level grind Torgo's attack real quick,
Go, Torgal. Over here.
and put the camera in the bush. You'll never guess what my least favorite game of the year is. I might have to like re-remember everything you stream. Cause you play a lot, bro. I fucking admire it, I really do. You're like blah blah blah, you blast through shit. I think you also drop shit that you hate, but I'm gonna guess that your least favorite of the year is probably Bubsy 3D. You did play that this year, right? You said you played through all the Bubsy games, which is pretty disgusting.
Have the look of hired swords.
But did you get an enjoyment out of Bubsy 3D? Like I feel like if a game gets bad enough, it starts to become entertaining again. You know what I mean?
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out
Yeah,
where
Wade was the
Akashic
cool
were
one
coming
from the beginning of the very beginning of the game, the flashback.
Take your wounded back to the inn.
He's like the one
Martha will
knight
see
that
you're looked
survived
after. We'll
Rosaria
join you
attack.
in on.
I play it in the same way someone would watch Troll 2. Exactly, like when games get bad enough, they start to become entertaining again. There's shit to talk about. I think the worst thing a game can be is like in that area of like
And to
bad
think you
and
took them
boring.
for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The
I
Guardians
got the
asked me
Nolan
to
orchestral
shelter some
sing,
of
it's
them that had
crazy.
lost their homes. They were
The
making
Joker
ready
is
to
cutting
leave
up
just as
someone in the
skies
next
turned,
room over.
And we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
At this point in
I
the game,
will.
shouldn't like
You
Clive
keep us
have
safe
like an
now.
like a personal army that he's like, you go there, you go. You got like, remember in Final Fantasy 9 when like Alexandria is being besieged, and you send your knights to lead different crews for different jobs. I don't know, but anyway, the Akashic is when like all the crystal aether you see, or the little like
Are they?
blue dots. I'm not sure if you guys can see that,
Don't try to talk.
but should be popping off right now. Let's see. Collector G says, if it wasn't for the save state feature, I couldn't stomach that
What are you
franchise.
after?
Yeah, I mean, Bubsy just looks fucking bad. I honestly felt the same way about Gex. I think I played... we rented Gex once. One of them for the PlayStation 1. And I remember it not being good either. What is this? I mean, I could buy it, right?
Thanks very much.
I mean, this is why they give you this shit, is to spend your gil on
Take
it.
care out there.
After a certain point, it doesn't matter. Anyway, what's the next on your playlist,
Mad
though,
dogs.
Collector G? Throw me a couple bones. Let's see what you got. Because me, I'm like, F-Zero, the F-Zero games. I streamed X once, and I'm going to do more. I'm going to try to have that be like a weekly stream. That's a really comfy time. This I'm like 3/4 the way through, but this game is just so fucking long. I'd like to eventually be done Final Fantasy 16,
Squire,
but holy
I need
shit.
you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about...
That's one of the biggest flaws I honestly
didn't
think is
ask,
this game.
Oscar.
Is if this was like a
Sir.
40-hour game, I think it would be a lot better for it.
So Wade,
I don't know why they wanted to be like 60, 70 hours. You feel it, dude.
Lord Rossfield? If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
I like how they both casually look over. Holy shit, the turtle is charging right this
We
way.
need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
Gex is
We can
like an
certainly
abusive
try.
millionaire in a dollar store romance novel.
Are you with us,
Bubsy's
Sir
just
Wade?
just a drunk
Always.
asshole.
then let's do our duty.
I gotcha. Yeah, let's just try to electric shock this prick.
Get him!
That does do a shit ton of stagger damage, admittedly. Look how much stagger damage that does, dude. The lightning rod is so good. Ow. Alright, you wanna play rough, motherfucker? That precision dodge is such a fucking... It's just, I don't know why you would not have that one.
To me, boy. Stay down. Get him. Nice try.
I've just been playing Dark Souls 3 all last night. You think you can hit me with that shit? Well, he hit me with that shit. Hey, I had to give him at least one. That was one Family Guy bit I always thought was like honestly kind of good. I feel like Family Guy is, you know, become a little cringe, but when Spider-Man saves Peter, and then he's like, everybody gets one, and then flies away. Like if he sees you in trouble a second time, he's not gonna save you. Yeah, no, it's a good one. It's a subtle one. Let's see. Collector G says, honestly, I might stream the OG Resident Evil 1 GOG port since I already beat Mega Man 8. You know me, that's one of my favorite Resident Evils. I might have to, on principle, put OG RE4 at number 1. But RE1 might be number 2 with 7 at a slightly distant 3, but still pretty good. Let's see, I'll be doing that alongside an RPG Maker indie game called Anonymous Agony. The fuck? How do you find these? Which I highly recommend watching the VODs of if you can. The dialogue is insanely funny for Anonymous Agony. Is it left-wing funny or right-wing funny? Or is it just not? Is it just degenerate funny? I don't know. Anonymous Agony. Is it like edgelord shit? I would stream Mega Man 9 after Mega Man 8, but like I hear Mega Man 9 is brutal even for a Mega Man game. I feel like you could get through it though. I haven't played it though, honestly, because then there was 10, which was the same style as 9, right? And then 11, which that's where you had like this weird like charge mechanic, right? Or you could like kind of stop and speed up time. Am I like imagining this? You would like collect little gears. I saw footage of it and it looked interesting. I mean, I'm assuming you got all these Mega Man games with the crazy ass packs that they sell, where it's like, oh, you get every Mega Man game ever for $20. And it's like, all right, you got me. It's a good deal. Oh, and I do have my my brother here as well. He's chilling for the remainder of the day. Hello. And tomorrow.
Is anyone hurt?
But I enjoy some Final Fantasy 16 with my coffee.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
But it can't do up on the plot.
I feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I
We've
will
hit
make
the
for
point in
Eastpool.
Final Fantasy where everything's
We'll need to move
fucked,
the injured without us.
and the world
Don't
is
you
being
worry about them.
yeah.
Ending.
The moment
Yes,
my men are
exactly.
safe, I'll follow.
Ending somehow.
Good luck.
So now we have to, before the plot proceeds, it goes to 3 different cities. One, all the monsters in the area are being like morphed and mutated by like the crystal aether. You see the little glowy specters scattered throughout.
Okay.
So they're mutating the monsters. Then you have another one's being besieged by bandits because society's falling apart and there's, you know, pure anarchy. And then the other one, oh, I forget. So you can do them in any order, but it's another of those like, all right, we're gonna halt the brakes real quick while we have you go around doing more combos in battle. The battle is fine. I don't mind it. It just, once again, you have 70 hours of that. It can be a lot. And when the plot is good, the plot's good, but...
Yeah. When the part in the game when the world goes to shit, I always have mixed feelings about, because I just enjoy vibing before everything dies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, because Final Fantasy VII has the really, really good music, and then when the meteor's coming down, you just hear like, dun, 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 for the whole time. It's like, alright, well, now I just want to kill Sephiroth and get it over with.
Was it 9 with Lindblom and the card games and all this kind of stuff?
Yeah, and then in 9, when everything's going to shit, it's like the whole world is covered by mist and all the enemies are harder.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
So yeah, this game, once you unlock some of the stronger powers, some of the smaller fights are you just spamming your strongest shit. Why wouldn't you if it's all on the cooldown timer?
I like that we've had all this progress and just
yeah. And I mean, this other thing is very accurate. And people hated on Final Fantasy 15 fighting. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the tornado power is a little extreme. Also, the devs of this one are very cool with you killing chocobos. It's similar with although they're mutated to be sure, but it's they're very inspired by Tactics, where you also kill chocobos in that one. See, Collective Juice says anonymous agony. Whoa. Alright, that's a fucking weird transition. That was the first time.
Something's coming.
Oh, again. Just cut to black art. Anonymous agony was made by someone who had his own self-insert. That's always great when people do that for video games. It's so funny because it is emo hipster cringe. If you let me know when you're streaming, do a judgment bolt. So battles range in the late game from like just mindlessly killing shit to things that can kill you in one shot. So it's you guys see there's some more middle ground, but then you have Torgo. His name's Torgo, but I always refer to him as Torgo, like the bad guy from Manos the Hand of Fate. Well, I guess Torgo wasn't really a bad guy, he was a special needs caretaker. We'll usually throw in like one tough one. Yeah, well, it's all cooldown, so I mean, you can spam magic forever, but magic's not particularly... It's not strong, it's not something to spam while you're, like, closing the distance, backing up. Yeah, just keep the pressure up. Slightly. You know, the people, when this first came out, people were like, oh, it's Final Fantasy May Cry. They brought on the combat director of Devil May Cry, but I think it's much more Kingdom Hearts meets God of War. Yeah. Once again, Final Fantasy 15 people get shit too because you kind of like hold one button to auto attack or you hold one button to auto dodge. But you also could kind of give, I mean obviously I'm commanding Torgo to attack even though he auto attacks, so you spam it to have him attack more. But I didn't realize he's more Fenrir right now. I was kind of wondering when the fuck that happens. Maybe does it automatically when the battle goes on for too long. But Final Fantasy 15. Goddamn, you would like give commands to your people, and then you would have like a little bar that would fill up, kind of like an ATB, and as that filled up, you could give your homies special commands.
Do you see any more?
So it had a little bit more of that party dynamic
that
the older Final Fantasy, well, all Final Fantasies.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
For Martha's Vineyard. Was that a boss?
That was like, I would consider that like a mini boss.
A mini boss?
Yeah, very mini.
The pain in the balls.
Yeah.
Little eyeball.
Stanky little dude. I mean, once again, the combo is fun. It's one of the reasons why when I play this game, it'll be for like 2.5 to 3 hours, and I won't play it again for like a week.
The same as Sir Wade.
Sometimes too.
Just because
Scores of
it's
Akashic.
mentally draining.
Well,
Yeah.
wherever
Oh, that's
they
my
came from,
brother
they're
collecting
gone
you.
now.
Hi.
All lookouts say the
Yeah.
lowlands are clear.
It's again the
Hopefully
mic
we'll
is
have
like, I
enough
guess
time
it's
to lick our
omnidirectional.
wounds.
Does he sound like he's in the
How many of
submarine,
you
or
are
how's
injured?
the volume for him?
Damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
Do I sound like I'm in a submarine?
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha?
Everybody's a little quiet. Yeah, I mean, just the way my desk is positioned,
Well,
the snowball can
put
only
it
pick
like
up so
that.
much.
Of course they can stay.
Well, eventually I would like one of those, was it like the Hyper X, whatever the hell it's called? Whatever the model is. My headset. Oh, it's called Hyper? Yeah, Hyper X. The, was it the quad direction or whatever the hell it's called? It's like $100 though. I'll wait a little bit for that. This shit was like, what, like maybe
My lord,
30,
there's
maybe
someone I'd
40?
like to
Honestly,
meet.
yeah, pretty good quality for a cheaper
Oscar?
mic.
Dude, your setup's
over here.
sick.
Eh.
It is an honor to
Whatever
make
that
your
was.
acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Walking XLR Audio Technica on the
I
boom
wasn't
mic.
aware the Lord Commander
You're a
had
sick
children.
fuck, Collector G.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's
The boom
nephew.
mic is fun, man.
Hmm.
That's really cool.
It's more out of the way as well.
Well, go on then.
So, do you
It's
have
not for
one
me to
mic
ask him.
that's capturing?
Yes.
Is this
So, yeah.
capturing all your audio, but then you have your headset?
Yeah, so the headset I use for,
Gaming with boys.
yeah,
If it
well,
please
gaming
you,
with the boys, but
my
also
Lord
if I'm
Marquis,
playing, like,
Might
on
you
the
take me
TV.
as your squire?
Then I can
would
just,
learn the duties of a shield
Oh, I
from the
see.
fire.
yeah, I don't have to, like, be sitting right here.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I'm
So
a
I'm
shield
getting
no
picked
longer.
up through the boom mic.
Nor was
Or
I
through the,
ever the finest.
Hi.
And spending
You can
time
call
in
it
the
boom
company
mic.
of
Really,
an
it's just
outlaw
a
hardly
desktop
seems a
mic
fitting
mounted
education
to a-
for
Yeah,
one
yeah, it's a sweet setup.
aspiring to take his
It's a
oath.
sweet setup.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little
Must be
honor in
scary,
so
huh?
doing.
Hmm.
And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are. I mean to say that they're.
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
I meant to say boom pole, not boom mic.
But a squire.
I have to see your setup at some point.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
What
and
graphics
I'm
card are you
certain
rocking
Sir
now,
Rodney would
Collector G?
approve.
Know that I'll show you as much
Dude, some of my
leniency as
homies
your
are
uncle
rocking
showed
like the
me.
fucking
I
4,000
would
line,
not have it any other way.
which I'm good on making that jump. Although now RAM is the sick shit. Now RAM, I don't even know what's going on with that. I think with all the AI boom, RAM prices have like quintupled or some shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so for the same RAM you could have bought like for $100, now it's like 400.
It's crazy.
So anyone with decent RAM, it's like, all right, I'm holding on to it. Hopefully nothing breaks.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the first one. Ah, fuck. Okay. Is that new, or did I just accidentally hit something? Always fun discovering new things like 60 hours in. So anyway, so the world of Final Fantasy 16, there's there's like the slavery shit that's going on, where people who have like magic powers are like marked like a fucking face tattoo, and they can't run away unless they get killed.
Sure.
There was like all of these crystals throughout. They like tower over the cities. They're huge. But they are the source of magic, so you and Sid in this game decide to just jihad all of them because they're like, fuck the system, bro. Fuck you, we won't do what you tell me. And we've destroyed all but this one way over here, and as a result, that's one of the reasons society's collapsing, but then there's this weird, like, demon alien being that we don't know who the fuck he is. And he created all these like clouds, which is Matrix style, starting to kill the plants because he's mad. So now, and also all of the crystal aether is going apeshit, mutating the monsters, causing shit. So I think that he's some sort of weird alien, not Clive, but the monster we're fighting.
Yeah.
I want to say these crystals were like put here by some fucking ancient alien shit to like siphon the energy from the planet and also create these guys that control summons, because we're like Mega Man style killing the other summons, absorbing their powers, and I think that alien is trying to groom us and maybe do some weird Captain Ginyu body swap with us when we're dead. That's just guessing. There's a lot just out in the open that the game is waiting to explain to me what's going on, so hopefully that is worth it and it's actually a good payoff. There's no guarantee.
But then he swaps into a frog at the last minute.
That's the plan. Alright, I think these guys are being besieged by fucking anarchists and bandits. BLM, essentially.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your
Collected
uncle.
G says the RAM price going up because the data centers are using too much AI. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell's gonna... There has to... I mean, I guess with COVID, right, all the prices were skyrocketing as well because of chip shortages.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
And everyone needing to work from home, of course.
Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is,
there are
more immediate concerns.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And part of it is because it's made by the Final Fantasy 14 team, which is MMO.
Yeah.
So a lot of you get these like hard cuts of you imagine your MMO guy walks up and gets a quest from a guy. A lot of handing things, very simple animations.
It will be our own.
Just a lot of fuck.
Yeah, they could have cut a lot. They wanted it very big. They wanted big scale, but
perhaps we could talk to them.
Big scale is only justified if you can justify it.
Won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Yeah, MMO. MMO shit. Yeah, you see it. Once you start to notice it, you really start to see it in a lot of locations of the game.
And all the little collectathons, and yeah, it seems like a... Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah, they really need to just do some soul searching at Square Enix.
Your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood. It's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men?
Let me smash
Are you going to hire more?
Warhammer, dude.
We're better off using that coin.
That's one of the reasons why I started streaming F-Zero X. Is because
the only
it's like
thing we're buying is the bandit's ire.
you got like a good hour, 2-hour session where you're getting like sweaty and you can't look away. You cannot look away for a nanosecond.
Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
Then you're in, you're like, holy fuck.
That's enough.
I remember
both of you.
Fucking Donkey Kong Racing, dude.
Any more of this, and I'll throw you out myself.
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing, if
Come
you get
back
to,
when you're
because
ready
there's like
to
a
talk
space
like
level, like really, really far in, inside the pig's head in the overworld.
Yes.
And that is one of the most difficult fucking racing levels I've ever played in my life.
Fully focused, dude.
Yeah. Well, even the boss fights, I know the race of the Triceratops up the mountain, you have to do like 100 fucking times, and you're like, oh my god.
You had to make it perfect.
Sid and Lady Jill. What
you
brings
brought them
you here?
Oh, it's all good, dude. I appreciate
I
me.
was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos.
It's gonna be nice if
The
Jill
markets
had
have all
like
but ceased to operate.
just more personality, more to do with the plot.
Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
What do you mean those
were
people?
The thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so.
And I guess one thing that I'm curious about is how close is this Final Fantasy VII Remake? Although Final Fantasy VII Remake, you can like hop between your party members and you can like go in the menu and like customize materia, right?
Bastards.
So,
You see my predicament?
No, not
what I
really.
saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces.
Yeah,
when
for
it all
the
went
next
wrong.
games I'm going to be playing.
That
I mean,
sounds
aside
like a
from the
recipe for
F-Zero games
disaster.
and, you know, finishing up Dark Souls 3.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is.
See, man, it's like there's other thumbnails I want to make, like for
That
Metroid Fusion
realization
and...
would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie
another
will
one I was gonna play?
countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make
It's
them
Dragon
doubt
Quest
their
7.
own.
Final Fantasy 3, those are kind of high up on the list. There's
Before
other like older
presenting them
thumbnails
with
I
a
made that I need to
third
kind of get around
option.
to playing.
And that would be?
Donkey Kong Country
To pool
2,
our resources and save the city ourselves.
Dragon Ball Z
Why fight each
Kakarot.
other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Wait, is our plan just telling
Victor,
everyone
pay
attack
Conrad a
the
visit.
people
See
attacking
if you
us
can't
instead of
convince
fighting
him of
with
his
each other?
folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
I mean, I haven't been paying too much attention.
Your faces are
It
not
seems
well
very
known
filler
in this
arty.
town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, it looks like I'm off call. Hell yeah. Gotcha. Alright, noon. Noon is when that shit switches over. Beautiful. Easy breezy, beautiful. Well, my my work homie is now the one getting fucked, so I feel a little bit bad about that. But I mean, you know, hey, that just be how it be, you know? Hey.
Picture it, Conrad.
Gotta go. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. I appreciate you dropping in, Collected G. Hopefully you have a chill Christmas, a chill
Lady
New
of
Year. I
the
look forward to
Spear
checking out your
herself.
video.
Conrad.
It might inspire me to edit my own video.
To Jane,
I
Commander of the
should
Great
throw
Wings.
together something. It'll have it be like
Oldest
short,
mercenary
set like a
guild in the
limit,
Free
you know?
Cities.
Be like, talk about each
Pleasure,
game for a
my
minute.
lady.
Something's better than nothing.
Pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamul's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, milady.
Wow, it just got really dark all of a sudden. It's like I'm playing Final Fantasy 11. You got that Ocarina of Time style night and day transition. Yeah, I read that as aid Dalamil in its dementia on the right hand there.
A shop.
What if there's not like no, because there'd be like little markings here, right? Although, it looks like I couldn't grab some shit from my reading table.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Oh, and where am I at in terms of level up? That's another thing I should keep an eye on. Because last time we were getting filtered pretty hard by one of those S rank hunts.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries
It's another thing I
almost
need to
empty,
fucking
but
play
the
is
war
East
and the
3
blight
make
mean this
and
season's harvest won't be enough
Devil
to
May
fill
Cry
them
3.
for
I need to
winter.
go back and finish
Indeed,
those.
certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying
Both
up
games
the
I'm gonna have to like
stocks of barley,
fuck around in
wine,
to
driving the
re-remember
prices
what's going
higher
on
than
and also
most
to
commoners could
re-get
afford.
good again.
It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of
Is that a Lord of the
supplementing our
Rings
stores,
reference?
meager though they regrettably are. And while I
That we're
applaud
calling
your
ourselves
endeavors
Underhill?
to
It might be.
dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking
Because I think the
vengeance,
14 devs are like
I sense Conrad is
Lord of the Rings
not
fans.
wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll
I love
do
how we
it.
have to convince these people to not let everyone in the city
you
die
have gone through this
and to
charade.
actually help.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Let's get
Not
there's people
convinced
out
our
there.
roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Yeah, no, I agree. even the game is self-aware. Holy shit.
And what little we have.
Mummy,
It's just I don't know. It just baffles me whenever I hear it. Same thing with like Final Fantasy 13 when people are like, "Oh, that's my favorite Final Fantasy game." Certain of them, I just wonder like how. Like, I would take, like, 2. Like, I would understand if you were to say 2. Like, maybe you really, really liked the
Good
tone
news, Sid.
and the weird-ass grinding
Both
system.
Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor.
Yeah, like, we could have just cut the chase,
The
dude.
bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Alrighty then. Alright. This a lot of the love. I really thought we would just go to like all 3 places, have a fight, and then continue. Yeah, no, it's just yeah, needlessly padded. It's not subtle.
I'll take that one.
No, I'll take all of them. Fuck you.
They mean to overwhelm us. Get him! Now, Corvo!
Oh man, he's kicking the shit out of me over here. Oh shit. God, hitting me with a fucking quintuple combo there. Holy shit.
Help me,
At what point does Torgo level up with all this shit? I feel like it should have already happened, but that's clearly not true.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Yeah, we only killed like 10 bandits. I mean, don't get me wrong, like we can kill them quick enough, but that was really the breaking factor of whether or not the town survives.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Alamil.
Conrad seems to
They
have had a
should
change of
just not
heart.
talk right there.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Alright, do I get more XP? It's kind of weird that they're like, alright, here's some XP, ability points, and money. And then it's just like, you watch one cutscene, it's like, alright, here's some more of that. You're just giving me a big ass lump sum right after the fight. And what were we saving up, by the way? I can't remember. Because we did try Giga Flare. Like, yeah, I mean, we have that unlocked. I mean, all that... The Bahamut shit was very underwhelming, if you ask me. If you want to, like, passive playstyle, you know, there you go, but... I don't know why you would want that. And we're saving for... an upgraded Ramu. An upgraded... No, we have the upgraded Aerial Blast. Alright, yeah, okay. Yeah, so we just need Flames of Rebirth and that, and that's pretty much it. So we're just saving up, like, what? 5,000, 5,500 ability points, essentially. Let's save here as well. Jeez. Oh wait, they might have something down there. Which is in fact on the other side of here.
Look what they've left us with.
Once again, might as well spend the money. We don't really have much else to spend the money on. Yeah, I guess, like, you know, when people are like, oh, this is my favorite one, or you look at the review page and it's like all 10 out of 10s and like 9.5 out of 10, it's like, okay, I'll admit the game is pretty good. But it has some serious flaws as well, you know what I mean? Like,
are you looking for something in particular?
If you hate really padded games with a lot of cutscenes, I could see giving this shit like a 6 out of 10. And then if you like all that shit, maybe an 8 out of 10. It's in between. That's the range. That is the range of this game. It's weird that people... I don't know, like, I wonder if, like, do they lie to themselves? I really don't understand it. I could buy some elixirs. Yeah, let me buy a single elixir.
An excellent choice.
Jesus.
My thanks. Here you are. An excellent choice. My thanks. Here you are. Thank you for your custom.
There we are. I have a bunch of shit for the orchestration scroll. Or orchestration box. Whoa, alright. Hope something's like okay with my PC performance, jeez. There's also that like weird ass cut to the black earlier.
First we find Isabel.
Do you see anything you like? And a fine day to you.
The Joker is the Joker actively murdering someone in the Dark Knight theme is very bizarre to me. I don't know. Is there anything else in this town now? I should probably start saving up and just rock some elixirs. But it would be much to my chagrin if I were to accidentally use one, so I'm only gonna equip it if I need it, aka during an S fight.
Dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different.
Yeah, the Fallen, okay.
I've lost count.
Let's try to remember.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus.
Oh, alright, I got something different entirely.
And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Are you really gonna call it Why We Fight?
We've seen little and less of the soldiers of late.
Well, don't sully Final Fantasy VII's name.
Capital this morning.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty.
Imagine if your unofficial mayor was like...
The people of this town are your charges.
The fucking queen of whores.
They are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
Let's not a fight. Let's get drunk. Good.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Alright, time to talk to all these survivors. Oh my god, alright, I guess I'll talk to this one. He's right here. No one else could have done this. We're the only ones.
What happened?
I've got family in Moore. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family. They're still in
It's all right. So on. Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah.
He has weird cheeks.
They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then...
Got weird face lines.
Then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moore when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I assume you have a plan?
I assume you have a plan? Plan? Oh god, it's all the way out there, huh? That's what we're doing?
Do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Good girl.
But yeah, I actually did look up what the Final Fantasy mode is, which is essentially the New Game Plus, and it really is just that the level cap goes from 50 to 100. All the enemies, and you just play through the game, and all the enemies are tougher. And I really do think that's it. And I don't think just tougher. I think some of their attack patterns change. So I mean, you know, it's something. But I don't know. It's like you wouldn't play, honestly. Like, who's the sick fuck that plays through this? Is like, let's play through it again. It's like, there are other games, asshole. Should I prime? No. I turn into Shiva and have everyone die. I mean, especially her, because apparently everyone else dies when they prime. I don't, apparently. New enemies approach. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, but I gotta jump back into the Devil May Cry games. I really do. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's all, you know, I got really sick and all the depression happened and all the other crazy shit. It's been a bad year. It's been a fucking wretched year for me, bro. Yeah, I keep on keeping on, but goddamn.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
So they just needed some drinks and some horse to convince them, like, please fight. Like, all right.
For now, at least.
Jesus Christ.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt.
Why did we need to get involved in this? This is crazy. We, like, barely did anything.
Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love.
And that's why you need to wait until I showed up for you to do anything?
Include the one standing before me.
And of course, only after I did everything?
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of
Good,
my
all
problems.
right.
But it has solved one. And that's one fewer
We have
than I
one
had
soldier that's willing to fight. Good.
Thank you again, Clive.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Jesus. 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 Jesus, bro.
Did you see that?
Yeah, the like late game filler arcs are oof.
Oh, the moon.
Once again, I mean to keep comparing. Like, what else am I supposed to compare it to other than Final Fantasy 15? So I'm going to compare it to Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 starts wretched and gets better. Final Fantasy 16 starts good and then just kind of like peters out. What do we get? A Guardian Scarf. When did I get this? Oh, from Wade? Okay. With this tip, it dyed red for the flames of the Firebird and the blood of his fallen Rosarian brothers does Sir Wade pledge not only his loyalty, but the loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. I am upset at how many we don't have. That is, that's ominous. That's really fucking ominous. Alright, let's read this shit. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think that we've seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I often worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Dramatis Personae. The Garden League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that I would hazard, we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance, did she though? As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your continence, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice, now would we? Flames burn bright. You have an uncanny talent for showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic. There we are, Akashic. I can say it. And us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the Horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working, so as you can see, he's already learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Pull your tongue out of my asshole. How fares the rest, Martha? The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds, though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic, had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you ever need a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you at a cask. We'll tap you a cask. We're not gonna tap you at a cask. Unless you're into that, bro. Which we will certainly do that as well. No, well, yeah, actually.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Cause this bitch sells... Yeah, 20,000, I can only hold one. Alright, that's fine for now. We'll slowly get a last elixir and elixir stock. I was saying last time, when would we ever need it? But apparently,
Come again.
you would need it
I'm not much
for
bothered
these
either
S
way.
ranks.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Alright, so Twilight is where we're at. It's a nice little tune. I don't remember what part it played that though. I'm wondering if you, like, in one playthrough, I guess it's 4 if you do a playthrough again in Final Fantasy mode. See how quiet the music is? That's what I'm saying, is I feel like the music would be better in this game if it was pumped up a couple of decibels, you know? It's why people, when they think about this game and the music, they're like, they don't point out the music as being a strong point of the game. I think the mixing is just too fucking quiet. It's kind of surprising that they'd, like, you know, one of the stronger aspects of this game, they just fuck that up.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
There's a storm coming, Sid. Also, I just saw the Terminator.
I
It
was
had a
wondering
lot of
when
good
next you
lines,
visit.
eh?
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Okay, apparently we learned a lot
subject
right
shall we
there. Jesus
consider
Christ.
today?
Mysteries of the Realm. Some of that crystal, yo. Let's see. After Ultima cast Primogenesis and the skies over Valstia darkened, many of the municipal crystals that fired forges and filled wells began to fail. In certain areas, even those ration shards that the people relied on for their everyday lives lost their spark, making life all but unlivable. Is that all in here? I guess so. Oh no, Primogenesis. The unbalance in the aether that resulted not only sapped the potency of crystals and magic in those lands that remained livable, but filled the rest not only with its glowing thralls, but with aether floods, turning men and beasts into mindless, merciless Akashic. I keep wanting to say Akashic, which is a fucking mouthful. Oh, we'll continue working through here. Sid's faithful scout, who puts his legendary nose to work in tracking movements of slave or soldiers and any other object of interest into the hideaway. The ever-agreeable fellow not only too gladly delving behind enemy lines if he can get a good story or two out of it. Volunteered to follow after the dominant that Clive had long been hunting, only to find himself being hunted in turn by the Imperials. As luck would have it, Clive arrived in the nick of time to save his life, forging an unbreakable bond between them. Let's see, he continues to put his legendary nose to work in service of the hideaway. The information he brings back from the expeditions proving invaluable for the curse breakers in their efforts to save bearers from servitude. Though he lost an eye during Hugo Kupka's attack on the old hideaway, his scouting senses remain undimmed. Alright, Barnabas's mother. She's got some nice titties. The mother of King Barnabas of Walud, or at least an Ultima summoned illusion of her as His Majesty remembers her in life. Kind of weird, because they were having sex, but whatever, and then he turned into a naked Hugo Kupka. There's a lot to unpack there. And let's see. I think we're on this one. Thanks in large part to the mother's machinations, Oliver was anointed emperor of the Holy Empire of Sambrique. In fact, that triggered his half-brother Prince Dion to launch a coup against him. It was Oliver's sinister goading that drove Dion to madness and led to his own demise. Pierced through the heart by Dion's spear as the boy died, his body crumbled into dust, proof that he had become naught but another puppet of Ultima. Let's see. He married Annabella Rosfield, son Oliver with Annabella. Let's see. Plotted with Annabella Rosfield to slay Archduke Elwin of Rosaria and unite their nations under the imperial banner. Together they bore a son Oliver, to whom Sylvester was beguiled into forfeiting his throne. Much of the first son's displeasure, Sylvester lost his life to Dion's spear when he left to Oliver's defense in the throne room of the Twinside capital. And we'll read about Tarja. President Fistiger sits Hideaway. Tarja is an expert in all manner of medicines and medical interventions, skills that are indispensable in their Deadland home, where they cannot call on healing magics. After Sid brings an unconscious Jill back to the Hideaway from his expedition to the Nysa Defile, she's placed into Tarja's care. Branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Tarja put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand, a procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escape slave. How the fuck did she do that? It's like looking in a mirror with a fucking razor blade? Jesus. Crazy bitch. Once again, I like Tarja. She should have been the Jill. Jill should have gone away. Charon, one of Sid's most trusted allies, a merchant who calls the Hideaway her home. With a little help from her hard-working yet long-suffering apprentice Goot, she can source whatever supplies the residents of the Hideaway need. Provided they are willing to pay, she wears a glass eye in her right socket. Laid to waste by Hugo Kupka and his minions. She and her hard-working yet long-suffering apprentice Goot, yada yada yada. The new Hideaway in Benamere, where they serve him in the same capacity they served his predecessor, sourcing whatever supplies her fellow residents are in need of. Let's read a little bit about Goots. A little bit, Jesus. Gentle Giant, who's Wormward for everyone. Apprentice to Charon. Gentle Giant is a Wormward for everyone, not afraid to put his foot down in the face of injustice. His every waking moment is spent in service to his nun, as he can do little of his own accord without her express permission. After Sid's Hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, he followed his nan and joined Clive at their new homes on the lake. He has a keen interest in smithing and spends what little spare time he is granted heating and hammering metal, just as Blackthorn showed him. Browed bearer of the Trader's Pass that allows him to freely travel across the realm, something that is indispensable in completing the errands that Charon sets him. His latest task, to journey to the Crystalline Dominion in the company of Clive and Jill, using the pass to cross the heavily guarded and fortified border. He aided Clive and Jill in gaining yada yada passage to the Crystalline Dominion by having them pose as sell swords, hired to protect an honest merchant visiting the Twinside to trade in smithing paraphernalia. Somehow surviving the chaos that was to follow. Yeah, they didn't really dive into that too much, did they? He was scooped up from the ruined city by Joshua, who transformed into Phoenix and affect his allies' escape. See a little bit of the lay of the land. Let's see. Timeless that is until Sid and his disciples commence their campaign to bring each one crashing down, spreading chaos and confusion to every corner of the land. When ill-omened clouds summoned by Ultima gathered over Valsthea, the delicate balance governing the magic-yielding power of Aether was finally shattered and the realm was changed forever. While Rosaria had been a vassal state of the Empire for nigh on 2 decades, the uprising Twinside led by Prince Dion Lesage and his Holy Dragoons, and subsequent death of both Holy Emperor and Empress in the year 878 has left Sambrique with barely the wherewithal to rule itself, rendering the erstwhile dukedom a subject of the Empire in name, little else. Blood Axes, the band of sellswords tasked with the protection of Martha's Rest. In the absence of any assistance from nearby Imperial garrison, it falls to them to keep watch on the roads and keep the beasts and bandits of the swamplands from Martha's Gate. Purge of Eastpool. Purge was a brutal attack with the Rosarian village of Eastpool in the year 873. Annabelle Asajj, Holy Empress of the Sambric and Vicereine of Rosaria, ordered that all bearers being harbored by the villagers be slaughtered, along with those ducal loyalists who had given them shelter. In the ensuing massacre, Eastpool's population was effectively decimated, and ultimately the village was abandoned. Amber, a sleepy settlement nestled amongst the lofty peaks of southern Rosaria. Located far from the capital, its people survive by trading what produce they can coax from the stony soil, and what little else they can gather from the surrounding hills. Audle Docks, a once thriving village of shipwrights, located at the mouth of the Talons, Rosaria's largest bay. Its people were slaughtered at the hands of the Vice Regency's Black Shields after it was discovered that the Guardians of the Flame were sheltering bearers there. The Bewit Bridge, a bridge built in the golden days of the Duchy that spans part of the bay known as the Talons and connects eastern Rosaria with the capital of Rosalith. It was originally meant to be part of the Trans-Rosarian Aqueduct that would carry water to northern areas affected by the Blight, and with it, employment for local craftsmen and tradespeople, but this plan was abandoned when Archduke Elwyn died. The Lazarus District, an exclusive walled residential area situated just outside the eastern edge of Port Isolde. It was once the jewel of the city's crown and home to many of the nobles of the duchy. However, after the Empire moved its capital to the crystalline dominion, Port Isolde was all but abandoned, and this once great grand district was soon overrun with thieves and cutthroats. Goddamn, there's so much shit here. It's crazy. At least this is shorter than the people section, which keeps being updated every entry. What is this shit? Sole surviving nation in Ash. Waloed has its capital Stoneher, home to the mother crystal of Drake's spine. It is ruled over by Barnabas Tharmer, dominant of Odin, Warden of Darkness, who, it transpires, has formed an alliance with the mysterious being known as Ultima. Read about the Crimson Caravans real quick. The most prestigious portering company in the market town of Baklad, led by the brother and sister team of Theodore and Eloise. For a small fee, they will move anything that needs moving, and if the cargo happens to be bearers recently released from slavery, they may even consider paying it from their own purses. Read Baklad as well, fuck it. A busy market town situated in the northeastern coast of Dalmekia, also known as the Thousand Tables. Its streets throng with merchants from across the realm, each loudly hawking their wares to keen-eyed customers intent on finding a bargain. The Strait of Altha drains slowly into the gaping crater of Smekis Falls. Also known as the Thousand Tables, it streets yada yada yada. The gate at the rear of the town leads directly onto the Crystal Road and therefore out of the Republic. As such, is heavily guarded against unauthorized entry or exit. It's like we'll finish the lay of land before the people, honestly. The people is surprisingly... Yeah, no, I guess there's not a whole lot left of that shit to read.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Is a storm coming?
Once again, we're slowly chewing through that. I do enjoy my lore drops in games. Ah, man. Alright. We'll speak with Otto.
Was wondering when you turn up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Is that like a dead mother? Who the fuck is that in the other
it was
bed?
not Sylvester, but
Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear.
Oh, it's Dion. Got it. Okay.
Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost.
That was when we first saw Ultima and he did the weird Phoenix fire gate over him or some shit. I think.
What
I think that was the thing I witnessed.
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Dying hurts. Goddamn, right on our white carpet.
Clive, it's Gav.
Explodes like a goddamn grenade, knocking blue juice all over my white carpet.
At the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Don't Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No. But they're all
Oh,
right
the Free
for
Cities,
now.
fuck. Alright, so yeah, that's the
They're
other
hiding with
place,
Gav
Scanver, right?
at midship.
I've not been there
We have
yet.
to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian.
Shit. Wait. I need to wipe down my touchpad. There we go. Good. You notice that? You like look at your controller during these cutscenes. You're like, oh, that's new. You wipe that down. Shit.
What's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
Jill, please, that's disgusting.
Don't think I
you
told
dirty
him
slut.
the exact same thing.
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
Brother.
I'll look after him.
Which means Jill is here? It's like, oh, we can't have too many people in your party, bro. Otherwise, how are you gonna hack and slash your way to victory? Even though the harder enemies are the ones that they barely do any damage, so you're the one attacking them anyway. God damn it.
Clive. Allow me to educate you.
Yes, educate me. Imbalance in the aether that accompanied the turning of the skies results in the aether floods breaking out across Valsthea. Many towns and villages find themselves under attack from hordes of Akashic, not least the capital of the free cities of Canver, where a veritable army of mindless knights has stormed the city gates. Good.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Means there's more of these fuckers as well. How many? Okay, just one. And it's a C rank. I'm comfortable getting that one. A team of curse breakers traveling through Tabor to the fields of Korava were met by a group of hunters from the village, who warned them not to stray too far from the main road, for in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that even such a practice hunters as they would not dare to wake despite the fine luster of the animals' pelts. Too many of their friends that succumb to temptation only be torn limb from limb. Alright, that should be, the C rank should be pretty fucking piss easy. South of Tabor, Dalmekia. See if I can see that. Oh, okay, good, thank you. Alright, I guess never mind. South of Tabor, Dalmekia. Maybe I do need to wait on that one. All these, like, quests that I can't do then? Jeez.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Yeah, I actually prefer the side quests to the filler arcs, honestly. Like, give me the side quests. The filler arcs are what's fucking wretched in this game. Oh, huh, interesting. I think his standard looks slightly less gay, so we're gonna go with that.
It seems the hideaway's lost
blasted
its
book.
appetite.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew?
No.
Well, despite the look of
Oh
the
wait,
thing,
I think I actually
and that
do.
awful stench, people
Barely.
wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
God damn it.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates.
Yeah, you could probably cut out like 2 lines.
If he does, I'll see if I can find your
maybe even
ingredients
3
for you.
lines from every single
You
interaction.
do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to
Probably
uphold.
saved like something like 5 hours. I don't think that's an exaggeration.
Is a storm coming?
Oh, dude, every single time.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid.
The smile is always so
Jog their
weird
memories.
to see.
I think it just might.
It's like a fucking
Thank
Terminator
you.
2 smile.
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Look at the fucking Cloud is like, God, he wants this bitch. He really does. Look at that. It's like, God damn. She emotes slightly more than Jill. That is hot.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Yvonne.
Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbricois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Oh, let me see if he's got new shit.
Lost.
Wait, what is this? Not to be outdone? The fuck?
One can only speculate as to why fried mortress of skyworm might have fallen. Perhaps the rampant popularity of the dish. A sprig of cheerful yellow drake's mint pinned to the lapel was once quite regardless. The only place you'll now find both herb and...
Oh, that's interesting. So if they have something to say about the fucking quest, you can ask some more shit about it if you wanted.
You've read this particular chapter before.
There we are. That's what we like to see. We like to see little baby boos. Mythos. The name by which Ultima addresses Clive appears to be his title for Vessel Limitless Power. That means that he means to make of the young Lord Marquis. The being identified as Clive as the Mythos. He has long sought by virtue of his awakening as the dominant of Ifrit, and having the power to absorb the aether of other icons. The otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that's plagued Valsthea. Ultima requires a vessel in which to inculcate his disembodied soul, and Clive's curious ability to absorb the powers of other icons suggests that he's very mythos that Ultima has long awaited. He wills Clive to absorb the other icons that his vessel might be perfected. Okay, so I am right in what we just... Yeah, he's some sort of fucking weird alien. It's gonna be like a... I mean, it definitely is a, like a Genova from 7 or a... fuck, I'm blanking from the thing's name in 4. So they've, like, redone this plot quite a few times. Which is fine. It's an interesting, like, concept, but... It's done quite a bit. It's a little strange. Tabor. An ancient settlement in the central southern Dalmekia that seems to cling to the very cliffs which dominate the landscape of the region. Its proximity to the free cities of Canterbury gives Tabor a ready market for the high-quality leather its tanners produce, as well as salt and minerals mined from beneath it. The town's long history of isolation, however, has clouded the hearts of its residents, and to this day many remain unwelcoming to outsiders. Lord Underhill. Clive's alter ego, albeit one that was forced upon him by Labor's fondness for theatrics, was Lord Underhill of Randella League of Merchants, who made it known to Natalie that help from the capital would not be forthcoming, that the people of Dalamil must work together to fulfill their own stories. Jill was rather more convincing in the role of Lady Jane of the Red Wings, who planted the idea of forming the town guard in Conrad's mind. Both Conrad and Natalie still address Clive by his name, though in Natalie's case, this would appear to be naught but a courtesy to his dramatic effort. Yeah, like, it was like a non-story, I don't know, maybe that was supposed to be the joke. Real fucking funny. Port Isolde, a port city situated in the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Only Rosalith rivals at Versailles and its glory days of Archduke Elwin's reign. Its streets bustled with traders from across Valsthea. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Saint-Briquois occupation has seen everything from marketplaces to military institutions subverted to the will of the Empire. We'll read 1.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Never mind, we won't. I guess I won't do that.
Is a storm coming?
We've read enough, though, right? Yeah, okay, so we got a bunch of shit we need to grab.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Goots.
What am I gonna do?
Jesus Christ. I reckon these skies are enough to give anyone the collie wobbles, but I'm not gonna sit around hanging my head, twiddling my thumbs. Did enough of that back in Twinside while you were busy fighting that horrible dragon and that even horribler one.
No more.
From now on, I'm gonna do what you lot do and properly pull my finger out. No matter... what the fuck? No matter how much my knees are knocking. Yes, please, Goots. Pull your fingers out from there. It doesn't need to be up there. Can't have Nan and Blackthorn thinking I'm a great big wet blanket now, can I? So don't you worry about me. You just stick to what you do best, saving the world.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. No, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals.
Like, gotta pat it out, bro.
Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
I'm not afraid of a lashing.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Don't worry, I'm into that.
Thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, no, I don't want to prioritize quests. We'll just go run around and get all of them done. Jesus Christ.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of.
Back when I was
Might be
younger
there
and
were
I
a
really
time
needed
when
the
I turned
money.
a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Hey, Gooch, she told you to go fuck yourself. Oh my god.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Alright, but here's the thing, is I don't think I can even go to some of these places. I mean, you know, we'll like, I'll get them queued up and all that shit, but it's weird. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing this where the game is telling me to,
I heard the Emperor
like, here's a bunch
was
of
in
side
jail
quests to
for
do,
his
but also you're locked into story shit. I'm guessing once we unlock the next area,
You hear me?
it'll allow me to go wherever I want again.
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid!
Whose ass I gotta kick?
Hard at your studies, I see. What is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
We gotta hold the X button. Jesus Christ.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Which part will you inspect? Wait, what am I supposed to inspect?
This tiny piece.
Okay, you just had to go through all of them. Good.
Or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Jesus Christ,
Well
these kids are
spotted.
fucking retarded.
Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
Oh, God.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one
Shit.
one day?
I'll think
We gotta
about
get
it.
through as much of this game as
Now,
we can, guys.
What do arms do?
Hold things.
All in one
So
go.
wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do.
I do
You
like the
tell me
shifting
what
of the
goes
light
where,
as the
and I'll
clouds
put the
move.
scales
It's
together.
a nice little bit of dynamicism.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
Yeah, God.
And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah,
Little
all
boy,
finished.
I am doing this for all of us.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss
You know,
Murdoch and
literally
Miss
right
Shelley,
now, there's
I'd say it won't be long at
monsters
all.
destroying the fucking realm.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then,
And
though,
this is what we're doing.
do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Why the long transition? Why the longer transition? It's still going, damn it. There we are. I was waiting for the warp back. I was like desperately waiting. Don't make me walk all the way back there.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Well,
I'm so tired of hearing
solve the
that shit.
mystery?
Quote
It was
Terminator.
as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her
'cause
studies
we're
had
all
been interrupted
wanted?
by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Holy shit. Alright. Another one down. We got a little bit of experience. Honestly, quite a bit of experience, all things considered. Let me say, I'm gonna save up for the more expensive of the abilities. Like 3,500 one. I think we could buy the 2,500 one, but you know, we'll be fine.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
A humble request. Sebastian Rutherford. Who the fuck is this guy? Okay, Seneschal to Lord Byron Rossfield. Okay. Master Clive, I apologize for the sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there's none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits and back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
It's a
Why would
little
he be at
gay.
Martha's Rest?
No. No what? Alright, so I guess that's that for now. And I guess if that's done, so yeah, it wants me to go. It's amazing that we haven't even touched this continent. Again, I looked it up, I think we're like 75% through the fucking game, but like, I don't know, dude. The Krajit echoes. A wind-blasted sprawl of bombless ravines latticed with the colossal flotsam of a people fallen. I hope the expansions are like the Final Fantasy 15 expansions, and like each one is really short. And honestly, like I feel like that's the way to do it. You know, cheap expansions that are like short and sweet little adventures. I don't need more padding. Cloak and dagger. Alright, we've successfully started the next chapter of the game. Jesus.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
Thank you,
You're
God.
right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Elgaru, the fuck? Alright, let's see what we got here. That's one of the shits. I already forget where we were supposed to find this fucking thing. I really wish, like, when you read the board, there's a part in your menu where you can kind of see the clues again. Forgot where this shit is. We could just go. Yeah, let's go. We'll just go to the next thing. Let's queue up as much story as we can, and then teleport around like an asshole. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should just like teleport around and do all the side shit. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. Let's just knock out all the side shit.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping them.
Well, he was right.
Could be
poor
I know
dog.
something more.
Poor doggo.
What's it worth to you?
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town.
I'm
But
not
it'd be
evil,
a
I
bolder
swear.
man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do you
Lady
mean?
Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Alright, so what are we doing? It's over there. It's right over there, but that doesn't exactly make it a convenient place to go to. We're gonna have to walk around, right? Yeah, we go through that side gate. Yeah.
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch. What a mess.
You fought very bravely.
But yeah, I was gonna call the Chocobo, but I mean it's right fucking there.
Time to brave the Viper's
I think
Nest.
Phoenix Shift would be a faster way of travel, but it's most definitely not.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
I knew you had no
Boys,
idea I was evil.
He's all yours, but that sword is mine.
It's like when like bandits try to jump you in like a Elder Scrolls game while you're rocking like Daedra armor.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
It's over.
Over here! Ogre, kill! Get him! Over here! All yours, Torgal!
Man, I'm just like kicking the shit out of him forever. This is great with that healer. Probably terrible for him. He's like, please stop healing me. Let me die in peace. Is someone still healing them? Really? Well, we killed one. Alright, where the fuck is the healer?
Sick him! Over here! It's over!
And a little bit more. He's covered in blood. It's good.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
How do you know about like Karen and Goots? We don't know about the crazy, legendary, fucking iconic motherfucker
I was only
that travels
supposed to
with
point
them.
the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Fucking coward, you just killed 20 people. Oh wow, is there a chest right there? Is that always there?
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
It's like eyeing that chest in the background hard.
No.
I'm sure it's just like shitty fucking blacksmithing supplies I'll never even use.
You hurt Nan.
I still want it.
Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Goots, no.
Hey, Goots, do it.
Enough,
It would be
all of
entertaining.
ya.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking.
How did she
who
get
in
here?
Dalimil might bear me a grudge.
It's not exactly a brisk
and a certain
walk.
snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just bogan.
Back when I was younger, we used to fuck all the time.
I thought the years might have taught you some
Aaron, were you a
sense.
pedo when you were
But I see
20?
you're
Were
the
you like
same
one of those fucking
pants
elementary school
pissing
teachers?
craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
What are they even talking about? Great cutscene.
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
What was his plan?
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words.
I think I'll slice his face
And
off.
now, it's time to collect.
So how fucking young was this guy when he cut out? Because like she's like 40 years older than him. So what was the age differential when they first met? Like an 8-year-old versus like a 28-year-old?
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does?
Then we kill him.
First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
That would have been a
Never
cool
to cross you,
cutscene if
Karen.
it like showed her violently cutting out the dude's eye, but you know. It's cool that it's implied, but it would be cooler to see it. Alright, where the fuck was that chest we saw?
If you ever do that again, I'll whip you.
Fuck, where was that? I actually would like to travel to Karen, but I also want whatever chest we were seeing in the background, but I don't even know where that was. Where the fuck was that? There we go. All for a goblin coin. Good. That's like 800 gil. Jesus.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Speaking of which, let's see if we can buy some elixir. Or like some of the super elixir. Where the can we? Maybe not. Continental censer. According to Karen, a censer packed with herbs and ambergris can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments while bringing love and fortune. So you can read. Congratulations. Alright, so we got a new artifact.
Let me tell you a story.
Oh god, alright.
Clive.
Alright.
I was trying to buy something,
Them
jeez.
rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say, I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Alright, we good now? Another cutscene.
Still
One more.
alive, are ya?
Ask about Goots.
That great lump.
Why, he's the gentlest, most dutiful soul I've ever had the pleasure to meet. He might not be the brightest crystal in the crate, but he's got a good heart, and I'd far rather have an honest fool working for me than a clever scoundrel. He never shirks his duties, never answers backs, never dips his fingers in the coffers. I won't hear a bad word about him, though I might say a few myself. The lad's even got Blackthorn teaching him the secrets of smithing now, so I'm keeping my one good eye on the forge. If that blowhard of a blacksmith should ever even think about doing Goots down, we'll be having words.
Go on,
Holy
then.
shit. Alright, do we have the money for shit? No, we don't, because I bought it on Orchestrion Scrolls. Alright, this is gonna take a little bit before I can buy a single last elixir.
Is that all?
So what are we doing now at this point? Oh, look, we got, we can pick up some shit from the...
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Essentially the small metal king from Dragon Quest. Let's see. Yeah, sorry. So we were right when we read the description. That's nice. It's looking more filled. But my god, they like, there's really is a lot. It's kind of like taunting me at this point of like, oh, there's many more side quests to go. It's like, holy shit. And once again, it's not like I 100%ed the shit in Final Fantasy 15, but in Final Fantasy 15, it didn't really give you any lore or any like rewards. You know what I mean? But at least the shit you were doing was more interesting. You know what I mean?
How may I help you today, Clive?
What we got? Newfound purpose. A lonely porter. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself, turned my back on the world for a handful of skills and a heavy purse. Where has that left me? It's hard to keep joy in one's heart, for all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me.
You earned this.
I'm guessing that's from Karen or some shit?
Best of luck out there, Sid.
I'm not walking to the Orchestrion Scroll. I'm just not doing it. Oh, God. We'll do like one or two more cutscenes of these side quests, but we'll be calling it soon. I'm hitting my limit for the day. Wait, what do you mean quest? Oh, up there.
My lord Marquis, it is you.
Is that how it is pronounced, Marquis?
You received my letter.
Not Marquise.
I am Sebastian
Marquise is the woman
Rutherford,
version.
Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos.
Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
Alas?
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety. My associate in Dhalmekia would have had to pass through the Republic's checkpoints to gain entry.
So wait, he wants me to find his homie for what reason? I was like zoning the fuck out during that cutscene, not gonna lie. It's back to the Dalimil Inn. All right, we'll do one more. I want to at least hit the 2.5 hour mark.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. In
an entire republic. Clive, it's like 4 buildings.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping from.
Also, there's a waypoint, Clive. I know you see it. Stop pretending you don't see it. Jesus.
Come on.
I like how the game tries to cleverly load them in whichever direction you're not looking.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than
Can I
welcome.
run Dalimil at this point? I mean, let's be real here.
Since we slit his throat.
To me, blades!
Shit, it's so fucking stupid. Here we're getting there.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the Fist.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Are we sure we're the good guys?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford.
What, there's two? The fuck?
If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up
assuming
his
you
trail.
just told us there's a second one, but once again, I'm zoning out hard over here. Jesus. Alright, now let's check it out where we're at. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a level up this stream. So I'm saving up for that. We don't have much longer before we are able to get that one. We'll just keep on keeping on with that. And then for him, wow, he is not yet leveled up in the last couple streams. Wow, that has taken quite a long time. Jesus. You know, we're at the next chapter. If nothing else, we did finish a chapter. We have a new quote unquote party member, and I mean he seems to be doing some decent damage. Oh man, but we are I am like kind of losing some steam here with Final Fantasy 16. I mean, it really does just keep on growing here. Like, in fact, hold up, let me change some shit here. I've been talking about doing it, but I actually am gonna do it. Hold up, where the fuck is my ranking? Oh, there we are. And now that I think of it, now if we move 16 down, I think that's honestly more accurate. That it's like I'm starting to see some similarities with 12 with just the busy work, but 12 might be like lamer characters and lamer story. They do have more. I might even move that down one. That's crazy. But maybe it is a very long and bad one. I know I'm doing all the side quests, but the side quests give me some of the lore and level ups. And I'm not sure. I feel like some of the side quests are missable. Maybe that's bullshit and not true, but I feel like it might be. And even then, you know, I want to do it. And honestly, part of me wants to go back to 15 at some point to do like a 100% run of that. Not like streaming it or anything, but just in my own time. Because I think there's something there with 15 that I do like, but that is my new ranking. And I am confident with that. And when I revisit 12, I might even move 12 above 16. I don't think I would have 16 below 2, though. No way in hell. But 12 could move around. 3 and 4 might move around, but yeah, probably not. Let's be real. I'm not sure where I would end up throwing 14, but so far, that is where we are at. But guys, thank you for joining me. There's not going to be a stream tonight, but tomorrow, what are we in the middle of streaming, actually? Because I have wanted to go back to East 3. Let's see, what were we doing? Although, yeah, oh, no, Shining Force, fuck. All right, yeah, Shining Force 2 and Dark Souls 3 we're working through, and Shining Force 2, I think we're only like halfway through that game. That game is also kind of a monster. I mean, it's real-time or turn-based strategy RPG, so that makes sense that would take a long time to get through, but my god. But yeah, well, I guess we'll just be working through that. F-Zero X, Shining Force 2, Dark Souls 3. And we'll just keep doing Final Fantasy 16 stream weekly. And one day maybe be done it. Holy hell. But it takes a bit. But guys, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful holiday weekend. And taking it easy. Much love and peace out.